decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce. We sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us, and I was like, so what are we going to do? And he just kept playing. And he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. So it was like within...
Buckle up. Guys, today we're diving into the breaking point of a decade-long marriage where truth finally collides with silence. In this opening scene, tension fills the therapy room as she finally says the words, I want a divorce. What follows isn't anger or sorrow, but chilling indifference. Her husband's emotionless response leaves the air frozen. No empathy, no resistance, just a calm acceptance that slices deeper than rage. Within days, he moves out, proving that sometimes silence speaks louder than any fight. The calm after her confession is far scarier than chaos, setting the perfect stage for what's to come.
Already had a baby. He was 8 weeks old at our wedding. I remember feeling like my marriage was temporary from the beginning. And here we are, 10 years later, going through a divorce. He didn't really start this process. I guess it was more so me, because I was always looking for someone else because I didn't know how to be loved or how to accept love from somebody. And so while he was fighting for me, I was pushing him away. I left the good guy. I left the guy that everybody looks at and is like, that's a dad. That's a husband. That's how it's supposed to be. He did the dishes.
100% guarantee that this man is much, much better off, homie. Seeing these videos, man, there's more and more of them every single day, man. Watching these fucking women out here that, you know, oh, I left a good man. I didn't want to be with him anymore. He was such a good dad, but I want somebody else. Homie, one of the most important decisions you're ever going to make as a man is the woman that you pick and choose to be with.
Watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to. And wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them.
The problem that I have with this is that when you decide to no longer be in a relationship with somebody, they do not owe you for their successes from the time that you stopped being with them on. Outside of what they owe you for potentially justified alimony and child support, you cannot get mad that that man is successful without you because you're not his future, so he does not owe you.
All right, guys. Now we step into the haunting aftermath, where reflection turns into regret. She reveals the truth. She was never fully in, even from the start. Married young, lost in confusion, and chasing a love she couldn't understand, she pushed away the man who truly cared. The irony cuts deep. She left the good one, the kind of man everyone admires. The man who washed dishes, who stayed steady while she drifted. This is the turning point where realization hits. Sometimes losing someone stable feels like freedom until you realize stability was love all along. Her voice cracks under the weight of choices she can't undo.
I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month. Because he's not working. Because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working. or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license, so technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week, approximately, is how many hours he works per week. Grown man. Grown, able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about, says he works 15 hours a week.
The most you've done for a man that wasn't your man. Bought him skincare products that cleared his acne. He found his confidence and left me.
Here's where the courtroom chill hits hard. We're inside the legal aftermath. Divorce finalized, custody in question, and reality setting in with numbers that sting. The judge's gavel lands. $326 a month for 2 kids. Her disbelief is palpable as she cross-examines her ex, exposing that he only works 15 hours a week. The truth isn't just in the paycheck, it's in the pride, the bitterness, the unraveling dignity of 2 people who once shared everything. What was once emotional pain now turns into legal frustration, and every word feels like another nail in the coffin of what used to be love.
Simplified men's skincare while also helping to prevent aging and skin cancer with easy-to-use and very affordable all-in-one systems that cover all your needs. I personally recommend you start with their Level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Their products have made my skin look and feel better than ever, but you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 9,000 5-star reviews from satisfied customers all around the world. This isn't something you want to put off, because prevention is key. Get ahead of any signs of aging now, and your future self will thank you. And because Teach Hanley is sponsoring this video, they're offering you an...
Now, the emotional storm briefly pauses, replaced by the strange calm of commercial escape. The narrative breaks, and we're suddenly in a promotional detour, a skincare sponsorship moment that feels almost surreal against the backdrop of Heartbreak. But underneath this transition lies a deeper irony. The video's tone shift mirrors how people often mask emotional wounds with distractions, turning pain into product placement. It's a reminder of how easily stories get commercialized, and how human suffering can become just another intermission in the digital age. Even silence here feels like a commentary on detachment itself.
$20 value and is a complete game changer. This body scrubber has made it much easier to get a perfect clean in the shower by exfoliating my skin. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today.
I need y'all's advice. I just came across the guy I've been dating on Are We Dating the Same Guy? And apparently he's had 2 other girlfriends the entire time we've been dating. And I'm just curious if you guys think I should share his picture here and ruin his life, because it would not be hard. I know I could go viral because y'all would share and like and follow as long as we have this app. And, you know, I'm just feeling extremely jaded and really pissed off because he concocted this whole story about being in Italy, and apparently he's told these girls all different things. And what men are so stupid about, women talk, women find shit out, and women will always come together before we let you get away with anything. Talk about a sociopath. He doesn't even know. Watch me ruin his life.
I ask you, can you imagine what would happen if a man posted a video like that? If a man posted asking if he should destroy some woman's life? Or the outcry that would happen if hundreds, make that thousands of men said yes. Yes, do everything you can to destroy him and make his life a living hell. Which is exactly what women are doing in the comments on her video. That man would lose his account in seconds. The coven would come for him like ravens to a roadkill. And let's be clear on what she said in her video. She wants to do this to a guy she's been dating. Let me repeat that. Dating. Not a guy she's in a relationship with. Not a guy she's married to. Even though both of those still wouldn't justify her trying to dox him and destroy his life. All because he's been dating someone else besides her the whole time. I mean, we all know the likelihood is she's been doing the very same thing, or that she's got a long roster of guys just waiting in the wings. But in her mind, like that of most of today's women, that's okay. She as a woman is allowed to do that. But a man? Oh no. He must commit to her completely from day one. He must give up everything in his life to make her the one and only focus of his attention, and more importantly, his money. And she expects this even though, from what we can tell in her video, they've never had a discussion at all about being exclusive. I mean, I don't know about you, but who's the real psychopath here? In the end, this is yet another example of how today's modern women not just think, but act. It's why, gentlemen, you need to think long and hard whether you want to take the risk. Because as you heard in her video, she's salivating to destroy that man. She's literally giddy over the possibility of doing so. And she's already reaching out for validation and support so she can justify it. Validation and support she's sure to get and is getting. And as even she said, she'll also easily get her mob, followers to help her. And it's why, gentlemen, we all need to learn from this. We need to see it for what it is and the risk it presents, not just to the man in question in the video, but all of us. We need to see women for the risk they are, again, not just to us as individuals, but to every single man walking the earth. Understand that, much like women say about men, you can never know who are the good ones and who are the bad ones. With the added bonus with women, which is that even the good ones can be turned into bad ones once their jealous girlfriends start chirping in their ears. Men, ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth having your life destroyed, your reputation ruined based on the word of one angry woman who's doing it just because she can? A woman who will never be questioned on what she's saying, never be held accountable, even when it's been proven she's lying.
Not guilty. All charges have been dropped. James, man to man, I'm sorry you had to go through this, and that your personal and professional lives have been ruined as a result of her false allegations. And as for you, no. Bad. That's very bad. Don't do that again, okay? Okay. Alright, case dismissed. Wait. Yes? Bad? Yes, what she did was bad. Very bad, and she won't do it again, right? Right. What she did should be a felony. Why is she not being punished? Did you not just hear me tell her no? That's not punishment. I want her to be punished. Do you want me to say it again? No, she should suffer like I've suffered. Her lies have caused me to lose my job, my family, my house. The whole world now sees me as a woman. It's not true. We just found you innocent. It doesn't matter what the court ruled. The damage has already been done. Even though I never once lifted my finger at a woman, the whole world will forever see me as a monster. No, they won't. Yes, they will. No, they won't. She deserves to be punished, more than just a slap on the wrist. I'd bet you like that, wouldn't you?
We return to chaos, modern drama unfolding through a new lens of revenge and digital exposure. A woman debates destroying her ex's life online, convinced that public humiliation is justice. The hypocrisy is stark. She's fueled by betrayal but blind to her own cruelty. The commentator's voice cuts through, asking the question no one dares. What if the roles were reversed? If a man posted the same, he'd be crucified instantly. The moral imbalance becomes undeniable. This part unravels how social media has turned heartbreak into warfare, where vengeance spreads faster than truth, and ruin becomes entertainment.